Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. I just want to put you into the picture on this little cushion that I made for the stool in front of my dressing table in my bedroom. I know that I talk in the video as well, but just to give you some perspective of what happened here. I cannot do needlework. I do have a little sewing machine up in the cupboard. I don't even know if it works or how it works. It has always been a dream of mine to learn how to do sewing so that I can make pillows and cushions and maybe curtains and some bedding. But I never got that far. And maybe it's not too late, but I don't seem to have the inclination to do much lately. And I also seem to never have time for much, although I should have loads of time. The point is, I can't do needlework, and I always had this notion that it's going to cost me an amount of money to have this little cushion covered that I don't have. So the color scheme matches the old bedroom's color scheme. I never changed it. And well, it didn't really fit into what's going on in the bedroom, but I didn't let it bother me. And then with Gremlin's cage that was on top of Rio's cage, it was too high for me to cover it. And I started to stand on this little stool, which wasn't a good idea. I was lazy to go and fetch a ladder or a more sturdy thing to stand on to reach to cover Gremlin's cage, which was a twice a day task. So maybe in my defense, I had reason to not to want to carry a ladder or a more solid chair backwards and forwards to cover Gremlin's cage. But the point is, I stood on this and I broke it. I broke the board underneath the sponge and the covering. Now, you will see I should actually be extremely embarrassed to show you in what state that ended up to be. My bedroom's roof has got a leak, which I didn't notice, which was dripping onto this little stool. The leak is still there. And water actually, when it's sponge, because I think the sponge is not clean, gives off a coloring then, and then you get worse markings than what you would have had otherwise. Plus I then tried to clean it by washing it, and I made the whole problem worse. And so I stood on this and I broke it. So every time that I was drying my hair, I would sit right on the edge where the bottom board was still solid. And this one day I forgot, and I jackknifed the cushion broke completely, and it fell through, and it's not a big square. It fell through the square. I was busy drying my hair, and I jackknifed like, how can I say, like this. So this would be my bum, this would be my torso, this would be my legs, through that tiny square. Apart from the fact that I got a huge fright, I was very lucky that I could get myself out of there, because that space was a little bit smaller than my body size, and I actually could have got stuck there. I don't know how I would have gotten to the neighbors or to get some help if that was the case. I went into a short panic state, but I did manage to get myself out of that. And then I thought, okay, then drying my hair became an issue, because every time I had to find a chair to sit on and a chair to sit on, I just thought to myself, just bite the bullet. Take the few rand out of your pocket and just fix this thing. Which is what I did. I did not do any sewing. I did everything with fabric glue, wood glue, some other glue, some staples, and then only the little embellishment afterwards I sat and I sewed that on. And that's the story of what you are going to see now. This is my old dressing table chair cushion. It's very old. It got some watermarks on it, and I broke it when I stood on it to cover Gremlin's cage at night. Okay, so we went from this to this. And I did it myself, people. I glued it. If only I could glue some dresses and pants and blouses together with fabric glue, it would be fantastic. This is a glue and a staple gun job. And some fabric glue. And I did some sewing. And it messed up my finger. I do have a thimble, but pushing the needle through everything was quite hard, and my finger took a beating. So this is what it looks like. Actually matches the everything in the bedroom quite well. That's the curtains. Yeah. I am very pleased with my efforts. Next story is what I call Pancake Gate. So you can tell me if I'm a Karen or not. The following happened. We have a chain store, grocery store, with the name of Checkers here in South Africa. And the Pick and Pay is also a grocery chain store. And also Sparrow. That's our main grocery chain stores in South Africa. Now, Pick and Pay is the closest to me. I can walk there if I want to. Checkers is a little bit further away. Now, in South Africa, I think especially the Afrikaans-speaking South Africans, when it is winter, pancake is something that we enjoy eating. It is also something that you will, I would say, without exception, will find at a school fete or a church fete, because it is something that people enjoy having. And the queues at the pancake stall or stand will always be very, very long. Now, pancake is a little bit thicker version of a crepe. It is not the pancakes as the Americans know pancakes. Their pancake stacks are basically giant flapjack stacks. That's what we would call a flapjack. Because I know you know what a pancake is. You can put a savory filling in a pancake. You can put any sweet filling in a pancake. We like to have it with cinnamon sugar. And some of us like to put a little bit of lemon juice on it. Now, my mom used to make very, very nice pancakes. She used to throw in a little bit of brandy, and I think she added a few more eggs to what the actual batter recipe ingredients say you must. So her pancakes were very filling, but also very fluffy. And I remember as children, we used to sit around the table when it was pancake day, and then as it comes freshly out of the pan, each one will get its turn until you full. It is something that's best served straight out of the pan, although I don't really mind a cold pancake, but it is best like that. So it is a wintry comfort treat as well. This Pick n Pay doesn't make pancakes, but Checkers do. My bank has made an arrangement with Checkers that if you are at Standard Bank and you buy Checkers, that you get triple points. The point system work that you build up some points every time you make a purchase. The point system work that you get points every time you make a purchase, and you can build up some points, and then that points then gets converted into a monetary value, and it's very nice. It's like Christmas when you have enough points and they deduct that from your total. So at Checkers, you know, if you are at Standard Bank, get triple your points. But Checkers also sell pancakes, which this Pick n Pay doesn't. So I basically, it's a little bit further away from me. It's a bit of a drive. So I will actually get into my car and drive to that Checkers specifically for the pancake. So for 2 weeks, this is what happened. I would get there and I would, the little stand is right in the doorway as you enter Checkers. And then I will ask, any pancakes today? And then they will say behind the counter, no ma'am, it's still breakfast. Then it is here 11 o'clock round about there. Then I will get there, I will say, pancake today. No ma'am, it's lunch now. This went on for 2 weeks. In the end, I asked them, when do you have pancakes? Oh, you're from 2 o'clock onwards. Then that's when the lady comes in, and that's when you must come for pancakes. 2 o'clock. So this Saturday, it was a Saturday, I waited till it was 3:30. All my animals were put away, and I thought, well, it was cold, it was rainy, I'm going to go there to go and buy some pancake for myself. It would be a nice treat. It was raining. I remember I was in two minds whether I wanted to go in this cold, rainy weather, get all wet and soggy to go and buy pancakes. In the end, the pancakes won. Got in my car, got there. No, ma'am, the mixture is finished. And then I had enough. I said, your mixture is finished. She looked, she said, I said, how much can you, I said, how many can you get out of that drum? She said, about 6. I said, okay, well, give me the 6. And then I went to the managers. And I said to them, you guys really need to get your pancake situation in order. Because this has been happening for 2 weeks, been shunted around. Every time there's a different time when a person can come for pancakes and whatever. No, ma'am, she said to me, they are supposed to make pancakes from 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And if the batter is finished, they must go and they must make more batter. I said, well, you know, that's not what's going on in your shop. I'm going to speak to her now. So as I went back, there was a young guy standing there. He already paid for his pancakes at the till, because you must pay for your pancakes at the till in your hand in your slip there. She said, sorry, sir, there's no pancake because the batter is finished. I said, wait. I've been to your supervisors now. If your batter is finished, you're supposed to go and make more. Not to send the customers away. The guy must have thought, and I must say I wasn't rude. I make an effort not to cause a scene and not to be rude, but to complain in a nice way. And he was very sort of apologetic on my behalf that he's not in a hurry or whatever, but he obviously didn't experience 3 weeks of having trouble with the pancake situation at Checkers. And I must say Checkers, Lorraine. So I left with 6 pancakes. Then they gave me a number and said, if you phone this number, you can order, your pancakes will be ready. Then I ordered 15 pancakes because I don't mind eating a cold pancake. Went there, she hasn't even started on my order. She was baking pancakes for the people that paid at the till, was coming out and waiting for their pancakes. I didn't have a problem with that at that point in time. I developed a problem with it a week later, but at that point in time, I didn't have a problem with that. If the people come and would ask, how many pancakes do you want? If it's 2, then I say to her, give the lady her pancakes, and then you can carry on with mine, because 15 takes some time to bake. Then I went to buy pancakes again on the spur of the moment, and I can't remember what time it was. I think it was 11:30, which is now in the time frame of 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And there's no pancakes. So that date, this is the day that I took this little video clip, I wasted 2 hours of my time because the manager at a staff meeting, and I thought I was going to wait this out. Then she came out and I said to her, this is your situation. She said, nobody has brought this under my attention. I am in charge of the deli, and they are supposed to bake pancakes from 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And if the batter is finished, they must make another batch. It seems like if at the end of the day, if there's batter left, that they must pour it into bottles and put it in the fridge, because pancake batter nothing happens to pancake batter if it is kept overnight in the fridge for the next day. So I said, what now? She said that she's going to sort it out now. So I had to wait around there for about 45 minutes for her then to sort out, for them to make a batch of batter and then to make my pancakes for me. I stood there for 45 minutes, and the little girl, young lady, wasn't happy. Her mouth was puffed up like this. The lip was dragging on the floor. She did not enjoy the fact that she was now making pancakes for me, and the pancakes turned out to be a flop. It stuck to the pan and then it breaks. After 45, and then it started to burn. After 45 minutes, I went to the manager. I said, well, you cannot give my money back, because I don't think I'm going to enjoy the pancakes that I'm going to get in any case, because your batter is not right and she's burning it and whatever. Very apologetic, gave my money back, came home. as I walked in, it was a Sunday. It was 10 o'clock and she was busy baking pancakes. And I thought to myself, gee whiz, I thought they're supposed to start baking pancakes at 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. They're baking 10 o'clock. It was a very cold, very wintry day. So as I was standing at the till to pay for the 5 other items that I bought or wanted, I said, can I please have 5 pancakes? I paid for it already. And the lady came by and she said to the person at the till, there's no pancakes available today. We are busy with this order of 30 pancakes for this other customer. And then I had an issue with the fact that I ordered 15 the other day, and when I got there, I had to wait for my order because other people were helped. But now I can't get pancakes because they're busy with somebody's order. But I was so tired and exhausted of all the other things that was happening around me in my life. I didn't have the energy to address the issue. But I went back on the Monday and I saw another manager, a very unfriendly manager. He had like a 2-way radio going on there, and he didn't even switch this thing off. I had problems keeping my train of thought because every time I was listening to this noise coming through and whatever, I could see that he was bored with my story of what actually happened up to this point, that I am actually standing there complaining about this pancake situation. And I said to him, you know what? When I ordered, I had to wait. You people must decide what your situation in the shop is as far as pancakes are concerned, because some of us drive here especially for pancakes and you are shunting your customers around. It's not a good look. Oh, you will sort it out. It's not supposed to be like that. Even if somebody have ordered 30 pancakes, they must still make pancakes for the other customers. So then I went to buy something else, and as I was standing there waiting at the counter, nobody was helping me. The girl behind the counter was walking with the fried chicken pieces past me, putting it into the trays in the bain-marie holders, and there was another woman standing there, and she said, "Excuse me, can't you see that we are standing there and this lady has been standing here 5 minutes already, waiting for you to notice and ask her to be, to serve her?" I'm really trying to be calmer and not to be a Karen. And so we started to have a conversation, and she said about a few things that she was unhappy with this specific store in the Checkers chain, and that the manager that I spoke to is actually a very horrible, terrible manager. Twiggy! Chasing the guinea fowl. Twiggy! She said it's a very unfriendly manager. She had a complaint because he was shouting at some of the workers there in front of the customers. And in the end, she phoned head office. So she said to me, the number of head office is actually on the plastic carrier bag that they put your groceries in. So I said, well, if I ever get to Checkers again, I haven't been to Checkers again, by the way, which has been 2 weeks. And the pancake gate issue is still persisting, that I will definitely phone the number on that plastic carrier bag, which would be the number either customer care or head office. So that is the story about Pancake Gate. Alas on het land, man. This is when Miracle's stomach problems, worm infestation, coccidiosis, and poop issues started. But I will deal with this in a different video. You're supposed to stay with Loyal and Sparkle, silly dilly. Silly dilly! Mummy was going to show the people, the little family. Mummy was going to show the people the little family. Benny's out. Bird.